Hello there. My name is Sonja, and I'm volunteer at hospice with the bereavement group, and I work with both adults and children. And I'm glad to be able to spend some time with you today. Before we start our story, we're going to just settle ourselves down a little bit. You may have been playing or doing schoolwork or something, so the other thing that I want you to know, that the actions that I'm going to do, a little girl from kindergarten taught me how to do this. And so I thought we could try it. You'll see over here, there's a big candle, and that candle represents light in the darkness. And then I've got two little candles, and one is your candle, and the other candle represents your loved one that you are missing so dearly. So let's just begin with taking 3 deep breaths and breathe in slowly and breathe out. And take a deep breath in and out, and breathe in and breathe out. And I breathe slowly in, I breathe slowly out. My breath is a pathway to peace, moving softly through me. Each day I can breathe and be. And now we're going to have a story. The name of this book is I Will Always Love You. And it's written by a lady by the name of Melissa. And I'm going to ask you to imagine or pretend that you are listening to the voice of your loved one reading this. If you're reading this now and I am far away, please pay attention. I've got something to say. It was my time to go, and I can't explain why, but there was a reason. It's my turn to fly. I love this big cardinal right here. It's beautiful. Now I can see you from my new place of rest. You must understand you are still truly blessed. Realize that by letting me go, you'll give us both freedom more than you know. Believe in angels and spirits or not, but consider this. I hear all of your thoughts. Your life lies ahead, and it's all very great. I'm privileged now to see all of your fate. While I'm reading, I just ask you to take a look at the little boy and girl and the heart on their shirts. I have one last wish, and it's part of the theme. It's you choosing to choose to follow your dream. My gift to you includes memories and love, and now you'll have more with my guidance from above. I'll send you hints. As you know I'm around, pay closer attention to each sight and to each sound. You might see butterflies or other clues that I leave. It could be a rainbow. You'll just have to believe. Focus on love and trust in good things. Listen to your intuition and see what life brings. Open your mind and change as you need. Embrace new directions. See where they'll lead. Welcome your challenges as they appear. Accept them as lessons. There's nothing to fear. They come with messages and purposes too. It's all part of your learning. They're gifts to you. See them with gratitude and understand their role. Then get back to focusing the thoughts that you control. Trust your heart as you follow your dreams. It's been directed by the highest of teams. You hold the power and the answers inside. Turn into your heart and let it be your guide. Oh, look at these hearts. They're starting to shine. You created your world with each thought that you think. Your beliefs build your future as fast as you blink. The mind is a garden that grows flowers and weeds. One chooses good thoughts, always succeeds. Trust me, I know. Advice is easy to give, but divine wisdom shows this is how you should live. Be the one who shares the light that was mine. Honor me now by letting yours shine. And just look at how these hearts are starting to shine. Trust that I'm free and home at last. Cherish each moment. Life goes by so fast. And remember, I will always love you. This is the end of our story, and then we'll move over to the crafts. Okay, we're over at our craft table now, and we had our book, I Will Always Love You, and you may remember that just about every page had the little boy and girl with a heart right in the center of their shirt. And the hearts were different colors along the way. And I've opened the book just to the page where they had red hearts, and that's what I thought we would do, a red heart today. But you could do any color heart that you wished. And you can do any size. And the size is going to depend on the pattern that you make. And the easiest way to make a heart pattern is to take a piece of paper, and I'm going to fold it over this way and make a fairly sharp crease there. Now, if you remember the shape of a heart, you can draw it. My drawing's not the best, but I will draw one first just to give you an idea, and then you can try draw. So this is going to be a fairly large heart. And we're just going to go around like that. And I'm just doing half a heart. Now, I would take my scissors and cut this heart out. And if you need any help, you can get someone in the house to help you cut your pattern. And you'll see, this is one. And then we open it, and there is our heart pattern. Now, I cheated a little bit and did a heart at home so that I could work on showing you the heart and show you the different parts, because it takes a little while to do and we don't have time to do it all. But you've got your heart pattern, okay? This is my heart pattern. What I did next was take this material that I had, out here. And it's thick, fuzzy material, which is nice, but sometimes when you're cutting it, it's a little bit harder. So we fold it over like that. There, okay. And then I would take the pattern, place the fold on the fold, and then I could pin it. You might want to do this, just put a couple pins in, just in to hold it in place. And then you're going to cut that out. So here is my cutout piece, and there is my heart. Now that's only one heart, but I want to make a heart that's sort of like a cushion. So I have to do this again. So you move your pattern up. You'll have more material. Pin it, cut it. And now we have two hearts. We're going to put those together, and we're going to pin them together for now. So I've got lots of pins here, because I want it to stay fairly close, and I don't want the pieces to fall apart or separate when I'm going to sew them. There we are. Now we could put more in, but what we're going to do, we're going to either sew or staple it together. And you might find it easier to staple depending on how thick your material is or whatever. So you would staple it the same as you would sew it. And right now I'm looking for my thread. Here it is. There. And I decided that I have to leave about 2 inches. And you may be thinking in centimeters, but I don't think that way. So you want to leave about that much open on this size heart. So I found it's easier to start sewing than all the way around here. I'm just going to show you a little bit. You can sew it 2 different ways. You can get somebody else in the house to sew it for you if you want. You're coming up and under, and you're just going to keep doing that all the way around, like that. That's one way you can do it. And I think that's probably the easiest. But the other way you can do is you can take your needle and go just down and up and down and up. And that's going to still, it will sew it together. You may have to go around it twice. It's not quite as easy, or you can make smaller stitches, but you're going to go all the way around to here and back to here. And then when you get to that part, you're going to do something different. You're going to turn this inside out. And what it'll mean is you're pulling all this stuff that's in there, you're going to pull it out. And eventually, it's going to look like this one. This, you'll see how nice and rounded the edges are on it. So there is your heart. And now you can stuff it. I just brought some cotton balls. You just sit and put as many as you like in here. Then you'll see it's going to get bulky a little bit, and it's going to look really nice. Now, if you don't have cotton balls, somebody in the house may have some quilting batten that's used on the back of a quilt, or you could even stuff it with Kleenex. And most people will have Kleenex in the house. So once you get that far, then you're going to just turn the edge in a wee bit on both sides, pin it together, and then you're going to sew it, just with very small stitches. And so here I'll put a few more cotton balls in here just to make it a bit more puffy. Okay, I've got it on, this part's filled in. Now, remember in the story towards the end, it looked like the hearts were shining and there were light beams coming out from it. Well, if you have any fabric paint, you could take some fabric paint. This might work. We'll see. And I'm going to try it. As I say, I'm not just sure how that's going to go, but we'll see. And I'm going to do it from sort of this center here. There. And you could put as many as you like on there. So what you could even do, depending what kind of fabric glue you have, you could put your loved one's initial, their first name, there. Let's see if I can do a small. There's an R for Robert or Roberta. Now, every time you think of the story, you can pull this out, or you could keep this by your loved one's picture and think about the story and your loved one saying, I will always love you. So that's our little craft for today, and I hope that you're able to have fun with it. Goodbye for now.